Welcome, Andres. Give us an introduction. Obviously, we've been working together for a long time now, and I think it'll be good for you just to give an overall introduction of yourself.
My name's Andres Antonio, been part of the InterEx Group for 7 years now. Originally grew up in a small town called Chigwell in Essex. I was originally born in Venezuela, moved very young over with my mum. We moved to Islington. She'd been a cleaner. She'd actually overcome a lot of adversity from Venezuela to begin with, living in a shack house, walking to university miles every day, and a lot of that challenge that she faces is a big reason why I believe I'm here in this position now today. Obviously, coming from that kind of background, it really created the person that I am and I strive to be on a daily basis. And that's the reason I mention my mum, because of everything she's come through to bring me to this position here today. So a little bit of a background and an overview. I grew up in a council estate in Chigwell, so it wasn't a nice upbringing. Family didn't have loads of money. Grew up without a dad. I found out that the dad that I was growing up with originally wasn't even my real dad. I found out at the age of 10, and then my parents split up. So I faced a lot of adversity growing up, and managed to leave school at the age of 16, went into recruitment, was told by one of the directors in my first job that I wouldn't be a recruitment consultant, then actually moved on to a different firm. This is all in the healthcare industry, which at the time, and then I interviewed with Jamie. Passion, intensity, drive, hunger, all of the above is what drew me to him. It was the first interview I did. I had 3 more lined up. Jamie actually closed me on that interview, finding out what other interviews I had and whatnot, and I realised that now that I'm more advanced in the job that I do, the kind of close that he did on me. But no, I'm glad and appreciate every moment of that, and I'm very happy that I went through that. Jamie's brought me up through the ranks within my career. I've learned so much. I've had a lot of ups and downs from my career, purely down to, I'd say, more my personal life rather than the business itself. But I've seen the company change in terms of size and numbers. That's really where the change has been. The core foundation, the passion, the drive is still there. We've just got better. We've grown to complete different levels, and I'm super excited to see where we're going with this.
I think like your story is like inspiring to a lot of people that maybe come from nothing, and it's on that road to trajectory of actually making something of themselves. You know, being born in a different country, coming over and facing all that adversity, probably finding out the actual dad that you was your dad wasn't the real one and stuff like that. So obviously I think a lot of people can share that experience. What would you say has been your biggest barrier personally that you've had to overcome, and how did you do that?
The biggest barrier that I've had to overcome personally is the mindset shift. Constantly having year after year of just losing respect for myself. Saying I'm going to do something and not doing it. Having great 3 months and saying, oh Jamie, like it's happening, things are going really well, and then absolutely ruining it by just losing respect, not sticking to what I've set for myself and just letting myself down.
How did you overcome that though?
Just a complete shift. I've tried year on year and I always fall back into the same bad habits. Just my habits outside of work, who I was around, the things I was getting up to, going out way too much. I'm a big believer in enjoying yourself, but within reason. As long as it's not affecting your work life or your just life in general, then it's fine. But I was abusing it way too much, and it would ruin me. For me to shift the mindset to start doing things that allowed me to advance, meditation, breath work, cold showers, all these small 1% that you do in your day allowed me then to just completely change my life. I took everything to a next level and completely changed my environment. I had to completely change things. I had to put myself completely out of the comfort zone, left my mum, left my little brother, moved out, become independent, started just taking things to the next level, started growing up a bit, started taking life seriously and actually caring about what's in front of me and what I can achieve, basically.
So you're probably combining both personal and career there of things that you've overcome, like it's combined, isn't it? And I think like naturally I've seen you taking yourself out of an environment and putting yourself in another one, which is separating, focusing, you know, just concentrating on what you want to achieve. Obviously from an outside in perspective, your energy is better. Like I don't just mean like high energy in terms of tempo, I mean just energy in general, like your aura, everything, 10 times better. And it just goes to show you that if you want to commit and sacrifice and focus for a little bit, it can put you 10 or 20 steps further ahead in life. What would you say is like one of the best advices that I've given you that has worked?
I will resonate through whoever I'm working with moving forward. So that's always the foundation that I built. But the one thing that you made me realise, and it was more recently this year, just because it's something that you've enforced a lot, and through my own habits and my own self-development, I've come to realise is actually taking responsibility. The change for me, which made me realise this year, completely changing my environment, is that I have to take responsibility for all of that and all the setbacks that then gave me to the position that I'm in now, where I'm like, okay, if something goes wrong, don't point fingers, own it, take responsibility, come up with a solution and overcome it.
Spoke about different things, right? From coming to another country, not having an actual dad, but obviously your mum's partner, you see that as a dad now, living in a council estate, all of these different things, from going out loads, being probably dragged into maybe just partying too much, right? And lots of different things you've had going on, and you've always had this thing where you start really strong and then you finish just very weak, to be honest with you, right? Which is not you, because you obviously have what's in you. It's just fire to do great things. And that's why I think like the InterEx, like we don't like just to tick a box just to hire people. We want to take people from different backgrounds and stuff like that. And I love seeing people, especially in your position, that have just gone on to do great things. But what would you say is, like, how do you deal with challenges?
A lot of it comes from the scars and the adversity that you face in life. A lot of it, you just build a mental strength because you've just been through so much hardship. But then the next step is pushing yourself further, facing challenges head on, actually putting yourself out of the comfort zone day in, day out, whether it is, and a lot of it comes down to what you preach as well, which is something that came to you earlier on this year as to, Jamie, what can I do to start putting myself out of the comfort zone?
Yeah.
Okay, meditation. Meditation at the beginning doesn't look fun. It's not the funnest thing to do. You're sitting there and you've just got to sit still, and well, it's more than that, but it's like not fun at first. That's part of the discipline aspect that comes in. If you meditate every single day, you're prepared for anything.
Yeah.
Cold showers. Yeah. That's a difficult thing. 2 minutes every day. Cold shower, it gets you ready, gets you pumping, it gets you energized. It's horrible for 2 minutes and you come out and you feel like the man.
Yeah.
Another thing, training hard, keeping fit. Training hard is absolutely something I swear by, and I've trained even harder this year, just with absolutely everything, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. So they're just little things that I start my day off with, because then I can be ready for stressful things, which is part of the recruitment job. Deals dropping out. Yeah, exactly. Like, it could be anything, like I mentioned, deals dropping out, or client messing around, or candidates, like those kind of situations, they're stressful. Yeah. They are stressful, and it's horrible. It's a horrible thing to have to deal with, especially if you've got multiple things happening day in, day out, right? Doing hard things, doing challenging things to begin with sets me up for whatever type of stress is going to come my way for that day. So I think that's how I prepare
100%,
against that.
I'm a big believer about it as well, right? The first challenging thing shouldn't be at work.
No.
It should be outside of work, on you, because then you're set up to take on absolutely anything else. So completely buy into that. And obviously, like from my perspective, like your transformation is just getting better and better and better. And yeah, you do still have some bad habits, but I think naturally you've lived a life of 20 odd years, or however long it is, 24 years of living a certain person. You to change this new person, you now need to drive in new habits, new behaviours, new routines, new environments, new templates in your mind to create this new person. But you're definitely on a trajectory to do that, and it's very, very, very noticeable. Anything else you want to discuss?
No, I think from my side, just like from what you mentioned, the journey's been difficult. My main reason, my main purpose is what my mum went through. Yeah. So making sure that she can see me living to my full potential, and
Do you think you make your mum proud?
Absolutely. She's never been happier. She's the happiest woman alive at the moment with me. Even though I'm far away from home, she knows I'm doing good things. She knows I'm helping out for her and my little brother, and that's it. That is the reason I get up every morning. That's the reason I do all these hard things every day. And the good thing, the even better thing, is I actually love what I do. I love my job. Even though it's hard, and everyone knows in recruitment it's up and down, I love what I do. And even more, I want to just keep getting better. Yeah. Now I've realised that you can continuously get better, and that is literally the purpose of what you should be doing. 100%. You can get better every day.
Life's limitless.
It is.
Life is limitless. If you look at life as something that's limitless, then anything's possible. I said to people the other day is that recruitment can be 24/7, sales can be 24/7. Because people are spending money everywhere, right? So if you really want it, like what time do you get up every morning?
4:30.
Yeah,
standard.
You want to take life by everything, like control and responsibility, like you said as well. So you look, fair play to you. Obviously, love what you're doing, and keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.